Semen retention isn't just a mental or spiritual practice. There's a solid physical foundation behind the benefits many men report. Let's delve into what happens in your body when you preserve this fluid instead of letting it go. While many doctors suggest that frequent ejaculation doesn't make a difference, the reality is that semen contains valuable nutrients that your body expends significant energy to produce. The difference between losing and conserving these substances can directly affect how you feel on a daily basis. A single ejaculation contains the same amount of zinc that you're supposed to consume in an entire week. It's packed with unique proteins, high doses of vitamins, and other substances found only in this specific bodily fluid. Today, we're going to examine the actual processes that unfold within your body during retention. These aren't wild theories. They're observations grounded in what we know about human biology and how it functions. If you want to understand the physical reasons why retention might make you feel different based on facts rather than guesswork, this content is for you. We'll separate what's real from what's purely in the mind. Semen is more than just reproductive material. It's a nutrient-dense liquid that your body works hard to create. Once you grasp what's inside, it starts to make sense why constantly losing it can have a real impact on you. Let's start with zinc. One ejaculation contains about 2.5 milligrams of zinc, which is a significant portion of your daily needs. Zinc is crucial for producing testosterone, maintaining your immune system, and repairing cells. If you're ejaculating daily, you're constantly draining a valuable resource that could be used for other vital functions. Semen also contains special proteins that don't exist anywhere else in your body. Your body uses energy and resources to create these, and when you consistently lose them, it has to work overtime to replenish the supply. The vitamins are present in impressive quantities. The concentration of vitamin C in semen is higher than in your bloodstream. Vitamin B12, folic acid, and vitamin E are also found in high doses. When you ejaculate, you're literally losing natural supplements that your body manufactured itself. Additionally, there are important minerals like magnesium, calcium, and potassium. Most men already don't get enough magnesium from their diet, and frequent ejaculation only compounds this loss. Unique substances like spermine and spermidine are also present, which aid in cell growth and protein production. These are rare in food and difficult for the body to synthesize. Semen contains special sugars that provide energy for sperm. Producing these sugars uses up glucose from your blood and could affect your energy levels if you're constantly replenishing them. There are also specific fats that influence inflammation in your body. Some studies suggest that frequent ejaculation might keep you in a state of low-grade chronic inflammation. When you consider all this, it becomes clear that frequent ejaculation puts your body in a constant state of resource depletion and replenishment, instead of using those resources to make you stronger and healthier. This isn't to say that ejaculation is bad or that you should never do it, but it does explain why some men report feeling better physically when they reduce their frequency. They stop draining nutrients that could be used for other bodily functions. Your hormones act as an internal communication system that can be influenced by your sexual habits. While research is still limited, there are some interesting findings about how retention can impact these systems. Let's begin with testosterone, the most vital male hormone. A Chinese study found that men who abstained from ejaculating for 7 days had a testosterone spike, and then their levels remained slightly higher than normal. Not all studies have shown this, but it suggests that short periods of abstinence may affect your hormonal levels. After you ejaculate, your body releases a hormone called prolactin. This hormone is what gives you that feeling of post-orgasmic fatigue and satisfaction. The issue is that high prolactin can temporarily lower your testosterone. If you ejaculate very frequently, you might be keeping your prolactin levels constantly elevated. Your sex hormones are controlled by a communication network between your brain and your testes. Very frequent ejaculation could, in theory, disrupt these signals, although we don't know exactly how this works yet. Other hormones can be indirectly affected. If retention helps you sleep better or feel less anxious, as many men report, this can impact your cortisol, the stress hormone. Lower cortisol means better recovery and more energy. Growth hormone, released primarily during sleep, can also be affected if retention improves your sleep quality. This hormone is essential for repairing muscles and maintaining a healthy metabolism. Your insulin system might change if retention gives you more energy to exercise or alters your body composition. Improved insulin function leads to more stable energy throughout the day. It's important to be honest. Research on retention and hormones is still limited, and existing studies have methodological issues. The effects likely vary greatly from person to person, depending on age, genetics, overall health, and other factors. However, a logical basis exists for why retention could affect your hormones. It's not magic. It's your body reacting to changes in how you treat it. The question isn't whether these effects exist, but whether they are significant enough to make a difference in your life. Your brain operates on chemicals called neurotransmitters, and these can be influenced by your sexual habits. Understanding this helps explain why some men feel mental and emotional changes when they practice retention. The primary one is dopamine, the chemical of motivation and pleasure. When you ejaculate, your brain releases a large burst of dopamine, followed by a sharp crash. If this happens too frequently, your dopamine receptors can become tired and not respond as well to normal, everyday pleasures. This could explain why men addicted to masturbation often lose interest in hobbies, work, or other activities they once found enjoyable. The brain's reward system becomes accustomed to highly intense stimuli. During retention, these dopamine receptors can reset and start functioning normally again. This is why some men report becoming interested in things they previously found boring. Serotonin, the well-being chemical, is also affected. Low levels are linked to compulsive sexual behavior, while very high levels can kill libido. Retention might help balance this system if it was out of whack. Noradrenaline, which affects focus and alertness, can be influenced if retention improves your sleep patterns and reduces anxiety. Better noradrenaline function means improved concentration and mental energy. GABA, the brain's calming chemical, may be affected if retention reduces anxiety and improves sleep quality. More effective GABA function means less anxiety and a better ability to relax. Acetylcholine, important for memory and learning, can be boosted if retention improves your sleep quality, since the brain consolidates memories during sleep. Endorphins, the body's natural painkillers, can be affected if retention motivates you to exercise more or improves your overall mood. More endorphins mean better stress tolerance and a general sense of well-being. It's important to understand that these effects don't happen overnight. The brain needs time to adapt to behavioral changes. Some men report changes in a week, others take months. Also, not everyone will experience the same effects. Some men may not notice significant differences, while others feel dramatic changes. This depends on factors like how often they were ejaculating before, their genetics, age, and general mental health. The key takeaway is that there is a plausible scientific basis for why retention can affect how you think and feel. It's not a placebo or imagination. They are real changes in your brain chemistry. Many men who practice semen retention report a noticeable increase in physical energy and improved workout performance. While some of this might be psychological, there are very real biochemical reasons that can convincingly explain these changes. First, let's understand the real energy cost of producing semen. Your body doesn't produce this fluid for free. It's a process that consumes significant energy and valuable metabolic resources. To produce the 2 to 5 ml of semen you ejaculate, your body needs to synthesize complex proteins, concentrate minerals from different parts of your body, produce specific enzymes, and manufacture various substances that exist nowhere else. This process happens continuously. Even if you don't ejaculate, your body is constantly producing new semen and reabsorbing the old, but when you ejaculate frequently, this system goes into accelerated production mode, dedicating more resources and energy to quickly replace what was lost. It's like a factory that has to work overtime to keep up with demand. When you practice retention, these metabolic resources can be redirected to other bodily functions. The energy that was previously going into constant seminal production can now be used to repair muscles more efficiently, strengthen bones, optimize brain function, and keep your immune system operating at a higher level. Higher testosterone, which may result from retention as we discussed in the previous chapter, has direct and measurable impacts on your energy metabolism. Testosterone boosts muscle protein synthesis, reduces body fat accumulation, improves mitochondrial efficiency, the power plants of your cells, and accelerates post-exercise recovery. Even small increases in testosterone can lead to noticeable changes in body composition and energy levels over a few weeks. The zinc conserved through retention is absolutely crucial for energy metabolism. Zinc is an essential cofactor for over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, many of which are directly related to energy production. It is necessary for the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. A subtle zinc deficiency can result in chronic fatigue, slow post-exercise recovery, and difficulty gaining muscle mass. Furthermore, zinc is essential for protein synthesis, the fundamental process by which your muscles grow and repair after exercise. If you are losing significant amounts of zinc through frequent ejaculations, conserving it can dramatically improve your ability to build and maintain lean muscle mass. Sleep quality, which often improves during periods of retention, has profound impacts on energy metabolism. It's during deep sleep that your body produces most of its growth hormone, consolidates exercise adaptations, repairs damaged tissues, and cleans up metabolic toxins accumulated during the day. Better sleep means more efficient recovery and more available energy the next day. More stable prolactin levels, avoiding post-ejaculation spikes, also contribute to more consistent energy. Elevated prolactin is associated with fatigue, decreased motivation, and a general sense of lethargy. When you avoid these frequent spikes through retention, you maintain more stable energy levels throughout the day. Changes in dopamine can significantly increase your motivation for physical activities. When your brain's reward system is functioning properly, you naturally feel more inclined to engage in activities that promote health, including regular exercise and outdoor activities. Some men also report improved cardiovascular function during periods of retention. This might be related to conserved antioxidants, like vitamin C and E, that protect blood vessels, or to minerals like magnesium that are important for proper heart function. It's important to be realistic about expectations. These energetic effects aren't guaranteed for all men, and the magnitude of the changes varies greatly between individuals. Factors like age, initial physical condition, diet, other lifestyle habits, and even genetics heavily influence how you will respond to retention. It's also crucial not to use retention as a substitute for other fundamental pillars of energetic health. Regular exercise, a nutritious diet, adequate sleep, sufficient hydration, and effective stress management are still far more important than any single practice. But for many men, especially those who are ejaculating very frequently, semen retention can be a valuable tool to optimize energy and physical performance when used as part of a broader healthy lifestyle. Your immune system depends on various nutrients and substances also found in semen. When you conserve these resources instead of constantly losing them, it can have a positive impact on your ability to fight off illness. Zinc is perhaps the most important nutrient here. It's essential for the function of your body's defense cells. Zinc deficiency is directly linked to more infections, slower healing, and a reduced immune response. If you are losing a lot of zinc through frequent ejaculations, conserving it can significantly strengthen your defenses. The vitamin C in semen has an important antioxidant function. Antioxidants protect your cells from damage caused by free radicals, which can weaken the immune system over time. Keeping these antioxidants in your body instead of losing them can help keep your defenses stronger. Selenium, another mineral present in semen, is crucial for the function of several antioxidant enzymes. Selenium deficiency is associated with a higher susceptibility to viral infections and a compromised immune response. The special proteins in semen include some with antimicrobial properties. While these proteins are intended to protect sperm, conserving them could theoretically benefit the overall immune system. Improved sleep quality, frequently reported during retention, is fundamental for a strong immune system. It's during sleep that your body produces and renews many of its defense cells. Poor sleep is directly linked to more colds and infections. Reduced stress levels can also strengthen immunity. High cortisol, the stress hormone, suppresses the immune system. If retention helps you manage stress better, this can indirectly boost your defenses. More consistent exercise, which can be motivated by the extra energy from retention, also benefits the immune system. Regular, moderate exercise is one of the best things you can do to keep your defenses strong. Some men on retention report getting sick less often, recovering faster when they do get sick, and having more overall energy. While this may be partly psychological, there are plausible physical mechanisms for these observations. It's important to be realistic about expectations. Semen retention is not a miracle cure that will make you immune to all diseases. Factors like diet, exercise, sleep, hygiene, and genetics are likely more important for immune health. However, for men who are ejaculating very frequently, especially those with nutrient-poor diets, conserving the resources that would normally be lost in semen can make a measurable difference in immune function. Retention works best as part of a general healthy lifestyle, not as an isolated solution to health problems. Understanding how long your body takes to replenish the resources lost in ejaculation can help you make more informed decisions about frequency and timing. Semen production doesn't happen instantly. It takes approximately 64-74 days for a sperm to be fully produced, from start to finish, and ready for ejaculation. During this time, your body is constantly investing resources into this process. However, the recovery of nutrients happens at different speeds. Zinc, for example, can take a few days to be fully replenished if you have an adequate diet. If your diet is poor in zinc, it could take weeks. Seminal proteins are continuously produced by the prostate and seminal vesicles, but their quality and quantity can be affected by your overall nutritional state and ejaculation frequency. Hormones like testosterone can fluctuate on a more rapid cycle. Some studies suggest that levels may start to normalize a few days after ejaculation, with potential peaks around day 7. Seminal volume recovers relatively quickly. It generally returns to normal within 24 to 48 hours. But this doesn't mean the nutritional quality is fully restored. Age makes a significant difference. Younger men generally recover faster than older men. A 20-year-old man can replenish lost resources much more quickly than a 50-year-old. Nutritional status also enormously influences the speed of recovery. If you have nutritional deficiencies or a poor diet, it will take much longer to replace what was lost. Stress levels, sleep quality, exercise, and other lifestyle factors also affect how quickly your body can recover. This suggests that there is no single answer to what is the ideal ejaculation frequency. It depends on your age, health, diet, and personal goals. For men who want to experiment with the potential benefits of retention, periods of 7-14 days can be a good start to assess how your body responds. Longer periods may bring additional benefits, but also increase the risk of side effects like wet dreams or increased sexual tension. The important thing is to pay attention to how you feel, energy, mood, motivation, sleep quality, and adjust based on your individual response. Some people may benefit from less frequent ejaculation, while others may not notice significant differences. Careful experimentation and self-observation are the best ways to discover what works for you. If you've decided to experiment with semen retention based on the biochemical information we've discussed, it is crucial to do so intelligently, gradually, and with realistic expectations. The scientific approach requires careful methodology and objective monitoring of results. Start gradually and conservatively. If you are ejaculating daily, don't try to go straight for 30 days of retention. This is a recipe for frustration and potential failure. Instead, begin with periods of 3 to 5 days and observe how your body responds. Note changes in energy, mood, sleep quality, and overall motivation. Only after you feel comfortable with short periods should you consider gradually extending them. It's crucial to keep an objective and detailed journal during your experiment. Daily, rate factors on a scale of 1 to 10, such as energy level, sleep quality, overall mood, motivation for exercise, mental clarity, and any other effects you notice. This helps you separate real changes from placebo effects or normal day-to-day variations. Objective data is far more valuable than subjective impressions. Monitor carefully for signs that retention may be causing problems instead of benefits. Excessive aggression, significant difficulty sleeping, obsessive thoughts about sex, extreme irritability, or any behavior that harms relationships are signs that you may be pushing too hard. Retention should improve your quality of life, not create new problems. Combine your retention experiment with other fundamental health habits. The benefits are maximized when you are also exercising regularly, eating a nutritious diet, getting 7-8 hours of sleep per night, managing stress effectively, and maintaining healthy social relationships. Retention works best as part of a holistic lifestyle, not as an isolated intervention. Be extremely cautious not to use retention as an escape from deeper psychological issues or unresolved relational problems. If you have a history of compulsive sexual behavior, severe anxiety, depression, or significant relationship issues, seek appropriate professional help. Retention can be a useful tool, but it doesn't replace therapy or medical treatment when needed. Maintain realistic, evidence-based expectations. Semen retention may bring benefits for some men, but it is not a magical solution to all of life's problems. Significant changes can take weeks or even months to manifest clearly, and not every man will experience the same effects. Factors like age, general health, diet, and genetics greatly influence the results. Consider getting blood tests before and after prolonged periods of retention if you want objective data on how it is affecting your biochemistry. Tests for total and free testosterone, zinc, vitamin D, vitamin B12, and other relevant markers can provide valuable information on whether retention is having the biochemical effects you expect. Develop healthy strategies to manage the increased sexual energy that may result from retention. Intense physical exercise, cold showers, meditation, creative work, and consciously redirecting sexual energy towards productive projects can help channel accumulated tension constructively. Do not blame or harshly judge yourself if you decide that retention is not right for you. Research on this topic is still limited, and not every man will benefit in the same way. If you experiment for several weeks and don't notice significant benefits, or if the practice is causing stress or relational problems, there is nothing wrong with returning to your previous patterns. Consider implementing cycles instead of permanent retention. Many men benefit from alternating patterns. For example, periods of 2-3 weeks of retention followed by ejaculation, then repeating the cycle. This can allow you to experience the potential benefits while avoiding some of the possible side effects of prolonged retention. If you have a partner, open and honest communication is absolutely essential. Clearly explain what you are doing and why, how it might temporarily affect your sex life, and assure her that this is not a rejection of her. Transparency and joint planning prevent misunderstandings and resentment. Always remember that the ultimate goal should be to optimize your health, well-being, and overall quality of life. If retention is causing excessive stress, relationship problems, obsessive thoughts, or any form of suffering, then it is likely doing more harm than good. Smart experimentation with semen retention can be a valuable tool for health optimization when used with wisdom, moderation, and as part of a balanced approach to male wellness. The science behind semen retention is only beginning to be explored, but the data we have suggests there is a real biochemical basis for the benefits many men report. If you were always skeptical about retention because you thought it was just psychological, you now have the information to understand that plausible physical mechanisms are at work. If you decide to experiment, do it intelligently, monitor objectively, be patient with the results, and remember that retention is just one tool. It works best when combined with other healthy habits. The decision is yours, but now it's an informed decision. If this content has given you a new perspective on semen retention, subscribe to the Seeker channel. Here we explore the scientific and practical aspects of male development, always based on evidence when possible. Comment below on which biochemical aspects surprised you the most. Your personal observations are also valuable. Share your experiences if you've already tried retention. Share this video with men who could benefit from a more scientific perspective on the topic. At the Seeker channel, we treat male development as a science, not dogma. We question, test, and apply what works. Your body is your laboratory. The experimentation begins now.